today is a milestone for us. In the 1970s, the Cox Commission was appointed to look at our Constitution, and then about 20 years later, in 1996, we again had a look at our Constitution. So we have behind us the Cox Constitution report of the 70s, and of course the well-known Ford Constitution report. But a lot of things have happened in that time since then, and we've always felt that it was important that we look at our Constitution. It's a living instrument, it doesn't stay static. And you would all be well aware that on the occasion when we transitioned to a republic, we gave Barbadians the commitment that very early in the following year, 2022, we would embark on an exercise of a detailed review of our constitutional structures and the mechanics of our Constitution. There have been some critics in the press who have said it's taken too long. I think everyone would know, of course, that we had to deal with the elections, and we're still dealing with issues related to COVID. But that time has come. We methodically set about establishing this commission. I don't think the members of the public would have an appreciation for all of the things that go on behind the scenes. We had to make sure that this commission is well funded, because obviously in order to have the kind of in-depth consultation with Barbadians that a modern Barbadian would expect to be entitled and would want, we have to make sure that a lot of systems are put in place. So the funding issues, and of course we had to get the commission right. And both the Prime Minister, myself, and Cabinet are very satisfied with this commission. You can see that we have engaged the youthful ones. We've also got labor. We've got, I don't want to say the elderly, that wouldn't be right, but certainly we have the experience of the chairman, Mr. Justice Retired Christopher Blackman. We have a number of legal minds on the commission. And equally important is the voice of the former Attorney General. When the Ford Commission did its work, Sir Henry, as he later became, had the benefit of the views of Sir Maurice King, who had served under previous administration's Attorney General. And we felt that that set the right tone for how we should do things in the modern Barbados, and therefore I'm delighted that former Attorney General Adriel Brathwaite has agreed to come on board and put his shoulder to the wheel to help us get through this process. In two previous instances, the commissions had set timelines, as this one does, but on each occasion, because of the volume of work involved, each one had to seek extensions. The Ford Commission sought 2 extensions, so their remit was for 18 months, but they went on for 2 years. The remit of this commission is 18 months, and I believe that they have a very ambitious work plan, and we expect that they will come in that 18-month period, because when all of the consultations are done, we've given them a template of the Constitution. But this is a constitutional reform, so they're not to feel that they're bound by anything that we give them. What we give them is an aid memoir. We're providing drafting services, so at the end of that process, I expect that they will be able to deliver to Barbados a constitutional document. But then that document still then has to go through the parliamentary process and so on. So in answer to your question, there's an 18-month time limit that we've given the commission to work. History has shown that previous commissions have had to seek extensions with the technological platforms that we have. I don't anticipate that will arise in this instance, because such things as transcription and recording, things that back then people had to sit down at night and write and then type up, those things are not so much issues on this occasion. So we anticipate they will come in that time frame. But if they need an extension, we'll give them one. But this is the beginning of the process, because when the Constitution, when they present to the people of Barbados a form of Constitution that they believe there's consensus on, we then of course still have to do the parliamentary process and fine-tune the drafting. So there is a time limit, but it is just the first step in the parliamentary process.
Did you talk about the cost? How much does something like this cost, and what are some of the things that would cover?
Well, let's take streaming for example, or no, the commission is going to be going out to meetings at night. At night generally, but they will engage the public as and when they see fit. But we've asked them to have in-depth consultation all across Barbados. So there are obviously going to be costs of setting up meetings. Every location that we have a meeting at, we're going to stream, and therefore that's a cost component as well. There are research issues that will have to be addressed, and the Commission has already indicated that there are a number of papers that they want to have research done on, and there's going to be a cost to some of that. So there are a lot of little things that get added to the exercise. I can't give you a full breakdown now because, well, we have some indicative costs. The Commission now has to sit down in their first meeting, in their first official meeting, and determine what their work program is going to be. When they tell us what their work program is going to be, then we will be able to apply funding for it. On Friday we will have the launch, the official launch of the Commission. So today is just a swearing in, and immediately after the launch they will actually roll their sleeves up and get into work. My final words, I want to encourage Barbadians to use this opportunity to make significant input into the way in which a modern Barbados, a republic Barbados, does its business. There have been calls for constitutional reform for many years. A lot of stuff has been going around social media, but this whole exercise will serve to educate Barbadians as to what the Constitution is, what its value to us has been over the years, and we want them to take this opportunity to become involved. One of the concerns of both the Cox Commission and the Ford Commission was that enough Barbadians did not participate in that process. Today we have Zoom, we have all kinds of streaming platforms, we have a Barbadian who is well versed with what's happening because of social media, and we assure you that we will be using every single avenue to reach out to Barbadians, and we want them to reciprocate by getting involved in the process, participating in the meetings, whether by Zoom or face-to-face, but let their voices be heard, because this is the opportunity for them all to participate in determining how a republic Barbados looks going forward.